Hello, today we'll be learning how to solve a system of equations when both of the equations are equal to y. So let's start off with an equation where y equals 3x, my bad, let's fix that up real quick, x plus 7. So y, which is a variable, is equal to 3x, which is also a variable, plus 7. As you can see here, we're going to put in our second half of the system of equation, which is y equals x minus 9. So now we have two different equations which both equal this y variable. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, well, both of them equal y, so this x minus 9 must equal the 3x plus 7. So we're going to substitute this x minus y in for this, or x minus 9 in for this y right here. We're going to see that x minus 9, I'll fix that 9, x minus 9, oh my gosh, I cannot get a good 9 here. Okay, x minus 9 must equal 3x plus 7. So now that we have x minus 9 equals 3x plus 7, we can easily do this. So since x is a positive x, since there's no negative sign in front of it, we can minus this x and bring it to this side. So 3x minus an x is 2x. So negative 9. It's negative 9 because of the negative, or the minus sign that is still in front of the 9 after you take away the x. So it would be minus 9 equals 3x plus 7, and we just change that into a negative. So negative 9 equals 2x, because we took 3x minus x plus 7. So what we can get from this is that we can subtract the 7, as we see here. Subtract the 7. I'm gonna grab some more room over here. Let's just draw a line. So we take this, and if we minus the 7 and minus the 7 from this side, since we need to minus it from both sides, we are going to get negative 9 minus 7, which is negative 16, equals 2x. We're going to divide this by 2, since we want to keep the variable by itself, and it's 2 times x. 2 times x, if we put a little times symbol in there, 2 times x. So we need to divide that to cancel out the 2, and if we divide this by 2, since we need to do it to both sides, we would get negative 8 equals x. Okay, I'm going to redo this here. So we got negative 8 equals x. And you might think, oh, we're done. We found the equation. But we did not. We are not done yet. So what do we do next? Well, we see that negative 8 equals x. So what we simply need to do to find a coordinate, which looks like this, so we have these two. If you're not familiar with coordinates, it is x and then y in a ordered pair, which will eventually go on a graph. Let's just say there's a line, and then your x would go on the X line, which is here, and then on the Y, which is here. I don't know if you got that on camera, but it is just simply a ordered pair for a graph. So we get -8 for X. So we can just put it into any of these equations. And we're going to get Y equals, so let's get this in a different color here. Let's get this in a nice, let's say a nice green. So now we're going to get Y equals, and instead of just using X, we're going to substitute what we know is X now, which is -8. So we're going to do -8, and once we get that in for the substitution, we're gonna finish. I'm having trouble with 9s today. We're gonna get Y equals -8 minus 9. Now we're gonna have Y equals -8 minus 9, which is when you simplify it, -8 minus 9, you get Y equals -17. Because this is a negative, and so -8 minus 9, which is basically adding -9, is -17. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get a cooler color, get a nice blue here, and we're going to put X, which is -8. And then we're going to get Y, which is -17. And now we get here that this equation, Y equals 3x plus 7, and Y equals x plus 9, or x minus 9, they're the same. And when you put these on a graph, like shown here, they're going to intersect at that point. It's not necessarily right here in the graph. It would actually be more down here, but they would intersect there, and that would be the point they intersect at. So that is how you find the solution to this problem.